Where is Jimmy Hoffa buried? People, I've kind of made reference to this, a few times, that I had a little inside information on it. I want to be honest with you. I'm not going to be the guy that says I know where Hoffa's body is and I got it all down pat and all that. That's not the case. But I do have some insight into it. Some people said to me, Michael, you should be sharing this so that the family can get some peace, some closure on it. This is not going to give them closure. The only time you're going to get closure on this is if Jimmy Hoffa's body was found, and I'm not the guy that can lead you to it. I don't think anybody can lead you to it. I don't think Jimmy's body will ever be found. Based upon information and knowledge that I have, I believe that's it. So let me tell you what happened. A couple of years back, Frankie G, Frankie G, my loyal guy, crew guy, he called me up and he said, Mike, somebody just got home from prison, an old friend of yours. He was an associate of the family, good guy, did a lot of time in prison. He needs to see it's something very important. So I go into New York from California and I sit down with him. His name is Peter. I'm not going to give you anything more than that. And he tells me, Michael, I got a message from somebody in prison. I spent a lot of time with him. He knows you well. He trusts you. He never wanted to give this information out, but he asked me to relay this to you. And he said, if there's any way at any point in time that you can do anything with it, whether it be a documentary, television, something, and a little money can fall his way, he trusts you to make it happen. He knows that you're the guy. And this guy, Peter, said the same thing. I said, so Peter, tell me the story. He tells me the story. It made a lot of sense to me because it fit in with the information that I already had and I already knew with respect to Hoffa's disappearance. So I said, Peter, do me a favor, because Peter was old and he was kind of sickly. And I just had a feeling he wasn't going to last that long. So I said, everything that you have, I want you to put it down on tape. I want you to record it and give it to me. And I'll decide at some point in time whether or not I want to use it. And before I finish, let me make this straight. Frank Sheerhan, the Irishman, absolutely 1,000% did not kill Hoffa. That was a fabricated story. He said it was a deathbed confession. He happened to have a book coming out at the same time. That story has been debunked. Not only that I know that personally, but if you go on and you look at Frank Sheerhan lies, just Google it, you'll see, everybody from the FBI to credible sources have debunked that. He did not kill Hoffa, nor did he kill Joey Gallo. Absolutely not. And that I know for a fact. My family, my era, I knew what happened back then. So Peter puts this all down on tape. And I want to tell you this, I have the tape. I haven't done anything with it yet because, again, I don't want to be like all these other guys. How many guys have said, hey, I know where Hoffa's buried? As a matter of fact, there was one guy, I believe, led the FBI to a house in Detroit. They bulldozed the whole house because he told them Hoffa's body was there. Bulldozed the entire house. They said it was good information. Nothing was found. And everybody that's come forward since, nothing was found. It was almost like Geraldo Rivera's empty safe. Remember when he opened up the safe that allegedly Al Capone had something special in there? There was nothing in there. That's what's happened with Hoffa. Everything the same, and I'm certainly not going to follow in that track. But I will tell you this. The tapes do make sense. I believe that the shooter is still alive. I'm going to tell you this. He's not a made guy. He wasn't one of us. He was given the order. Extremely capable guy. I knew the guy. And it was just a good, solid man. And he's doing probably life in prison. I don't think he'll ever get to come home. But I'll make a decision at some point in time if I want to release this information. I will tell you this. I know that the order came out of New York. And it was a boss in New York that gave the order for Hoffa to go. I think you understand the story. Hoffa just didn't want to play ball. He was told to relax and go away. Didn't want to do it. He got a little bit out of hand. As a result, he lost his life. The order did come out of New York. I know that for a fact. I know who gave the order. And maybe now at this point in time, I know who the executioner was, at least one of them. But I will tell you this. According to this information, which is information that I had from years ago, they're never going to find his body. It's wet. That's all I can tell you, where the body is. And I doubt they'll ever find it.